where I was there since. My mom took years old. You can be able to read humans' minds without even being able to talk at all. I'll do it. I'm going to do a street movie. We have to pick a card from the deck. First, I'm going to shuffle the card. Okay, hold on. Alright, so pick any card. Any card at all. You can look at the card and choose anybody in the room. Whatever you want to do. Okay, please do it. Like I said, you must have a connection. And I'll be able to get this card back and you after shuffling it because of the connection we have as humans. We lost this connection because as we started growing, humans lost love for each other, which is really sad. But my grandma gave me this trip when I was 5 years old, so I'm not really excited to use this. So I'm going to pick a card first. Guys, I'm going to give you a card. But I'm just going to show you my card. Is this your card? It's not, right? Okay, can you give me an answer? Now I have your attention. Hopefully scared you a little bit. It's magic. It's just juju. Actually, my country we call it juju, we call magic. Let's talk about culturals. Yes. No, you want the whole slide? You want the whole slide? No, you load it up, you have to do the whole presentation. Okay, I like that. You already know all my business. You already know my business. Okay, in the cultural arts, I'm not the new leader, but kind of an extrovert. I really like talking a lot. I'm Joshua. You want the member? There you go. All right. Give it up for Pete one. Uh-oh. You guys hit don't hit the bottom like this. Yeah. I got you.
Hello, my name is Noah. Very much first.
Can you go back to the first one? Yeah. Okay, the reason why we picked this picture as the front cover for our group is because we talk about cultural arts and wanted to pick a picture that shows diversity. Something that shows different hands, these are not humans. You have orange hands, I don't think anybody has them. Yeah, nobody has orange hands in this group. But it's just a picture that we use to show that the diversity of people. That's the reason why there's pictures like this together.
What are cultural hubs? Nuestra definición de centro cultural es un lugar donde hay una conexión fácilmente identificable de negocios étnicos. Estas empresas ofrecen productos y servicios culturales de uno o más grupos.
A good example of a cultural hub would be Dorchester. And the reason Dorchester is a good example of a cultural hub is because it takes up a large area, including areas such as Neponset, Saddle Hill, Ashland, and many more. And as you can see, on the left is a picture of Ashland, and on the right is a picture of Saddle Hill. Because Dorchester takes up a large area, there are a plethora of different cultures, but a large population of Dorchester includes the Vietnamese, the Dominican, Cape Verdean, and Haitian. And these are some of the cultural places in Dorchester. like Bali, which is a Vietnamese restaurant that has French accents, and Table Vegan, which is a Jamaican restaurant that I highly recommend people to go to because, I live there and their food is tasty. It's good.
This is my slide. I did my cultural hub on Roxbury. Roxbury is surrounded by the South End, Dorchester, Mattapan, Roslindale, Jamaica Plains, Mission Hill, and Fenway. It's geographically the center of Boston. In the images I have up there, the first one, this one is Dudley, or now known as Nubia Square. This one is Grove Hall. Some important places are the Museum of National Center of African American Artists and Fuskita Cafe, which the cafe is an Ethiopian restaurant with cuisine, and this one is the museum. Jamaica Plain, the person we have doing this one isn't here today, but there's a Dominican parade in August every year because of the big Dominican population in JP. The Puerto Rican parade, which has already happened in August, and there is the Dominican parade coming up on the 18th of this month, and some Dominican food spots, which is Freddy's, Alex's, Chimes, and Tostados.
Okay, Hyde Park. Who lives in Hyde Park here? Hyde Park? Hey, okay. Anybody have any business in Hyde Park? Personally, I feel like this is the best cultural hub in us. Like, I don't know whether anybody wants to see my biased opinion. This is the really good cultural hub. It's about these studios. Hyde Park is in the southernmost part of near Boston. Hyde Park was added to Boston in 1912, and the best thing that Hyde Park is known for is its shops and its restaurants. If you go to Hyde Park, trust me, you have a lot of good spots to eat, good ethnic spots to eat. You have a lot of shops to visit, restaurants. There are a lot of good food at Hyde Park. I did a survey, and this is actually what I got from Google. I feel like that in Hyde Park, it was more dominated with African Americans. Also, Hispanic people, Asian people, and white people who live in Hyde Park. The most dominant race in Hyde Park is the Black Africans or African Americans. Next slide. Okay, this is a video interview of some people who live in Hyde Park. Like they have their what they think about Hyde Park as a whole and the playground. Thank you.
Our concept because a lot of folks want to try new things. They don't want to see the same old, same old.
It's like a symbiosis of businesses where customers spend dollars in one establishment and then they go outside to leave and they see another establishment.
And everyone was like, why you spend all this money? You should be on Newberry Street. And I was like, this is my Newberry Street.
We've got such great diversity of culture and thinking and styles and lifestyles and businesses that this is a great place to sort of get lost in what's new and different, what's interesting.
We're going to be very inclusive for everyone, much like Hyde Park, one of Boston's most diverse neighborhoods. Community, wildly diverse, and I think our artists here reflect that.
Juneteenth celebration is an example of the connectivity in Hyde Park, of everyone coming together, all the different community groups, businesses, efforts, all coalescing around this one event and all working together to make it happen.
The food scene in Hyde Park is very lively. There's a ton of options for you to eat in Hyde Park. I mean, whatever you have a taste for, you can come and walk this block and you are going to find it.
It's funny because even with Zaz, the fans of Zaz, so to speak, we are constant because a lot of folks want to try new things. They don't want to see the same old, same old.
Yeah, basically that video is just the opportunity somebody got in Hyde Park. Oh yeah, we collected data, we did a survey, and before okay, we're good? Yeah, I think we're good. Let's see what's up. Yeah, we collected data. We did this survey, and we we actually the most dominant group after the survey. We had the quest, the side mission, and it was to get as much people as we could to take the survey. And cultural hubs got 60 response. We actually the highest people who got the response on this survey. This survey right here is showing the population of people. Alright, okay. This survey right here is showing the population of people within Georgia, right? Is it better? Yeah. Working. Sorry, technical difficulty. Okay, we're back. All right, we did a survey and like I said, we got most response. And this survey here is just showing the amount of people the Georgia right, the NBC after taking the survey. And I was actually shocked at this, the results of this survey in Roxbury. I actually thought Roxbury we have more of the Haiti people in the survey, but we actually had African Americans more dominant. It showed that 31 people who took the survey were African Americans. And the second was probably was dramatic, and another was the Caribbean. I love the West Indies, by the way, if anybody's Caribbean. I really love the food. And also have the Vietnamese, Chinese, Haiti. Like I said, I thought they would be more dominant in the survey, but turns out that African Americans still believe in Jamaicans and Africans. Next slide. Okay, this was a little experiment that we wanted to try and see how many people know how many ethnic businesses are in their location. But after this survey, we just showed that people are just a little bit more on the side of now actually exploring more in their community. Because this graph here shows that 21% think that there's only 3 ethnic businesses in their neighborhood, which is actually not true. If we go on a drive or go on a little side quest, like I said before, to figure out the amount of people who actually have businesses in that location, we'll figure out that they actually maybe more than 10 or more than 20. So we need to be more exposed to little ethnic businesses in our location. I want to talk a little bit about something called generational wealth. Generational wealth is coming from mostly, I feel like the most dominant way of expressing generational wealth is businesses, like family businesses, when you can transfer your ownership of a business down to the next generation. So if you don't have something like that to be transferred, you're not going to have generational wealth. So people think having a house, having a lot of money or having a car is something can be set for as generational wealth. It's true, but the government decides that Americans can do anything because the last time we saw in Roxbury a few years back, they destroyed a lot of houses to recreate some things in those environments. But you can decide to do that to your home too. So having a business might not be really secure, but it's the most secure form of having generational wealth. So I really urge you after this meeting that we're doing today, I really urge you to support the local businesses that you have in your neighborhood. Take a drive there. You see a taco truck down the street. He might be an African American trying to boost up his business, but he's not getting the amount of petrol that he actually needs. I have a question. How many people here are actually eating Chinese food or Chinese food for the past 2 months or 3? Yeah. We all support the Chinese people, which is good. I love Chinese food, by the way. I really love Chinese food. But I'm just saying it would be really nice if we support the African Americans too. I have a kiosk down my street, and he sells like really good food too. But we hardly don't go there. My parents know that we don't go to that place. When I pass out, they say, "Yeah, I don't know when I see that restaurant on the side," but we don't go into it. We drive down to Taita to go eat in the Chinese restaurant. So if we actually patronize more of the Chinese locations or more of the African American locations or more of our own ethnic locations, we'll see more growth in our community. Moving back to what our group is called cultural hubs, I would like to say my own definition of a cultural hub. I would like to say that actually a cultural hub is not just a place that you have a particular ethnic group just living there and struggling. I feel like a cultural hub is a place where me and you as the same ethnic background can come together and have peace. We can come together and strive, culture strive. We can come together and have a lot of fun. We can come together and say, we can call our home. That's what a cultural hub is to me. If we have African Americans in Hyde Park, don't have any prejudice for other African Americans that also live in Hyde Park, then that is not a cultural hub. Thank you.
Wow, okay. All that other part, he did it himself. All right. So, back to where we were. So yeah, that's, and they want like I said, this is the project team that, and we voted for it as, teachers, but also yesterday on our closing circle, this team won amongst the students as well. So this was a democratic, elected process. So, okay, so now on to the time that, we're all here to do our student recognition and awards. But before we get started, I wanted to, this is like, okay, I don't know what the teacher's best or the one, as a teacher, you come across thousands of students, and they're just some that just they just validate why you started teaching in the first place. And when you're a teacher and you find one of those students, and I have more of those that are coming, but this one, she's Maya Bednick, she's 3 years at African American Academy, started with us in 2022. And then she's our first student to go to a historically Black college or university, an HBCU. So please give it up to Maya on that. She's literally probably on the road to Pennsylvania right now. And she managed our tech, media, and content for Chopper, so she made all those clips and the flyers and the stuff, and she's been working with us remotely. So I went to her graduation, who had fantastic Caribbean food, by the way. Oh my goodness. And then, but one of the things I wanted to point out is that a lot of the work that we do, especially, we get a lot of kids from college environments, medical environments, private charter environments, and the reason why a lot of them are looking for us to provide that cultural foundation, because they're in all white communities all the time. They have to talk like the people that they're around. When you're a teenager, you gotta fit in, you gotta talk the way, you're not exposed to even, how would I say, different versions of masculinity. I'm half Nigerian, and when we talk like a man, we talk like a man. It's very important that men hear that, so that they can continue on. And same thing with women. Like, to be an African American woman, like, I'm sure you heard all the stuff that's going on with Kamala and all the different jabs that are being thrown at her. It's because of, is she Indian? Is she Black? Is she? These are all the things that happen to kids in the school at young age. They are not prepared for it. So rather than letting them just wing it, let us have a system in our community that teaches them how to deal with these situations. Because if you're telling a young person now to be successful, if you're asking them to be successful, please be very sure you know what you're asking for. Because you're asking for them to be in all white community, especially if they're in sciences, for the rest of their lives. I have students that started this process at the age of 6, 7, 8. They're in medical programs since they're in the 3rd grade. They have been out of their community. They don't eat the food that is in their community. And I'm telling you, some of them, they go there, they don't eat. How much pizza and cheese sandwich can you eat? I always make a joke. I say, you see, a lot of the world is created by people who have no seasoning in their food. I don't know about you, but I'd rather go than to live my life eating chicken with no seasoning. All right, can I get an amen on that? So to see her go to a historically black college university, they need it, there's no funding for it. Just like there's no funding for kids that are not BPS to be in my program, there's no funding. A lot of because these schools don't have the funding that they would get at UMass Boston. So they would just leave it and go there. So it's very important that we understand the importance of this, right? So now let us, this is the last picture we took. This is the last person standing. We took this right before we left. So we had cleaned up the whole office yesterday before leaving, and this is our last picture. This is our potluck. We had potluck yesterday. Thank you for all the parents. The empanadas, oh yeah! Please give it up for the empanadas. Those things are good. Yes, and I think everybody else, thank you for contributing to our potluck. So, teachers, if you can come up, let us see how we can give some of these awards out. Okay, so these are the ones that are here. All right, so our students work really hard, and we try very hard to make sure that, like, one of the things about the program, there's like an assessment sheet. We just because this is supposed to be underserved, we do not buy that. We want this to be like the Harvard level of programs in our community. So we want to make sure that they feel it's not just about learning to work, and it's also about feeling a bit privileged. Feeling that you deserve to be here and you deserve to be the best because you are the best, right? There's nothing that can hold you back if you believe in yourself. So we hope that with, our little extra ceremony that we're all doing for you, I hope you appreciate that where you stand in this struggle. So thank you so much. So I guess first off, Ronald. Okay. Well, Ronald's mom is here.
Okay,
Ronald's mom will say for it. Ronald, thank you so much. Thank you so much. My friend. And come on. Thank you, Angel. Angel has the most pleasant personality, always smiling, always friendly. Even when he's being a bit naughty, but that's fine. That's a little naughty, not very naughty. So, thank you. And then next, Ashley. Oh, sorry. All right, sorry. Welcome, Ashley. Keep on shining, Ashley. And then, Emanuela. Congratulations, Emanuela. All right. Of course, Nia Lisa. Thank you so much, Nia Lisa. One of the rising stars we have right now, American Ghana. Tamara. Excellent. Chris. My friends Chris and Angel told me that we're gonna make sure that we have some more because they did this stuff, traditional wrestling. Yeah, these cultural games. Like I said, there's no seasoning in some of this Olympics I'm watching. It's very dry. But I saw them do this, like this thing where they get into a starting stance. I guess they're trying to flip each other over. But these are boys. They have so much energy. So I want to thank you for giving us that insight. So next year, we're going to have some sort of physical activities for young men to get involved with. So thank you so much. All right. And then, of course, the man of the moment, George. All right, welcome. We walk like a chief. That's how it is. All right, and then of course, now, first of all, before we get started with you, this young lady is just a blessing to have. She's always the first one there, last one to come, always helping. Like she even when you got stuff, you look at the stuff, what do I have more stuff? If somebody's asking to help you. So thank you. And you've been reaching out to almost every single mentor that comes. You go, you sit down, you talk to them, you try to figure out, eager to learn. Thank you so much. You are culture to learn. Come on. The CEO, can come back and thank you for the CEO, Mr. Zach. Well done, Zach. Zach is a quiet guy, but when you get him, you represent him. You have heard the business side of him. Okay? Then last but not least, now this young lady, we met her, I think about 6 weeks ago, and she almost didn't make the program. But she came in, we had a limited amount of slots, and she came in, and she does, and I said, oh, I want to, you can join, but we don't have a job. And then of course, she just kind of looked, but she braved it up, and then just like that, like jokes, like we like to say, the next day, somebody pulled out of the program, and it's when somebody's hanging on the back of your neck, and you're like, oh God, this poor girl, she whatever it's called, and she came out and we all have documents with our mom, and then at the end of the day, then, like I said, like joke, we just opened. And then she came in. She has been a leader. She's not just a leader, like, a lot of the youth that I've been dealing with, some of them, they have a high maturity in certain things, and they're dealing with young people that are not as mature as them. So they just find them very, I think the word is cringy. What do you guys do, you kids saying these days? Something cringy. It's cringe. Sorry, cringe. Sorry. Gotta get my lingo together. And she would rush them along. Hey, let's do this, like a real leader. She's not letting anything slide. We have to leave in 5 seconds. Everybody, what did you do? What did you need to do? We'll come back tomorrow. And I saw her do this live. I just kept quiet in the back, like, hey, don't get the wrong side of this morning. So I want to thank you so much for all the work you've done. Please welcome the 2024 African American Academy Summer Project valedictorian. The big reason why the slideshow turned out because nobody had a choice. They wanted to find their trouble, they had a choice. All right, so thank you so much. I'm not going to say much in closing, but I do want to invite the rest of the staff to come up and say some words if you would like to. Because without them, I know I'm the figurehead, but that's all I am, is figurehead. All of the hard work is done by these lovely group of ladies.
Hi guys. So my name is Samantha Benoit. I was the site coordinator, so I communicated a lot with you parents and students. It was a pleasure. It was a great 5 weeks. I was a math teacher last year, and this year I was the site coordinator, so it was new to me as well as it was for majority of the students that we were able to serve. And I can say that it was the best summer that I think that Afro American has had. I can get some co-signers. All of your students brought in their own gifts, their own characteristics, their own swag, and we cherished it all. Forgot we're live, guys. We're live. And of course, I want to thank these two beautiful women for that were amazing. You guys have staples on them as well. Marlon Solomon, the founder of too sure how he functions, but this man does not sleep. He eats, sleeps, breathes Afro American Academy. So he's the reason why this platform is here. So let's give a round of applause. You guys are able to come back next year and we'll do bigger and better things. So thank you.
Well, my name is Amelia, and I was just really happy to be a part of this team. A really warm, loving group of educators, which made every single day with your children really easy. Really, just it felt like a family within a couple of days. Honestly, not the typical experience you have in the classroom with students at all. So that's a testament to just the sort of camaraderie and culture that is in this group and with the students. They really connect with this. So I was very happy to be the math teacher this year. So thank you for having me.
And I'm Josie. I was the English teacher this year. It was kind of a coincidence actually that I found this job. I was kind of just emailing camps, and it was kind of just by a coincidence that I found Samantha. So I think it was really just a blessing that I'm here. It's great to be part of such a warm community. Working with these three has been just an amazing experience, and working with other students as well. I think I learned. I want to learn more from them than I actually taught them, which is kind of how it goes being an educator. So yeah, it was just really great to be here. Thank you guys so much.
So you guys have your colors and all, because when you started 5 weeks ago, right? You guys had black and white shirts. Those black and white shirts represent our racial society that is all black and white. But now you have colors. You have seasoning. All right? You have the culture to thrive. 1, 2, 3, culture to thrive. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Can we get one more group picture?
Okay, let's take a big group picture, right?
All right, guys.
Maybe we should stop at this.
Now be careful, those bags have gift cards in them. Some of them have $25 gift cards.
Gift cards. Some of you guys have Best Buy gift cards. Depending on how good you talk to or good you work with guns. 100, anywhere from 100 to 50. But some of you know how it is. Okay, so we're gonna take pictures. I was about to bring my.
I think
No, everybody should come. I think parents, everybody should come.
everybody got one.
Oh, you know, everybody has a picture. At least one. Oh yeah, you guys don't put on your shirts, that's true, I see. They've been dying for shirts all the time.
That's verification.
That's American Academy 2035.
Yes.
Please,
All the time.
take them with me, so I don't want to take anything with me. I beg. Please take with me. Okay? No, this guy, Joshua guy, is on top of it. I live in Hyde Park as well. Okay, Hyde Park. I do these squares and streets and zoning, so I'm engineers and helping
take a while, what is happening. So like this program is part of it, but it's not completely. And we have to educate them for, like, you know, I'm even designing a place, we're gonna lab. I'm trying to look at how we can design a place more achievable. Like you have, you know, anybody can sell achievable, whether you sell it or how does it work? That's another content, right? How does it work? Because you know that we want people to sell them banana rather than rice. That's what we say. Oh, at least they are not people that use. At least they are not stealing. At least they are not. But when you don't have that situation and you have to have to pay money to enter any kind of building, you are just basically asking for. It's very expensive. Yeah, they have some spaces, but you have to understand it's like supply and demand. I only put one place for one market. One small market, sell everybody. So to enter that one market, you must have supply and demand. So if I now give promotional space enough to enter it, so the design is easy. So that it's no way. Yes, sorry. Okay, I think you're going to shoot. No problem. Sorry. Huh? What are you going to do now? No, I'm going to carry you. No, we're not going to. You guys have right? Still in the dreams, right? Right. So, but obviously, after you guys should do some podcasts. I wish I can tell you, I have a good event in September. It's good, don't worry. No, this is my business. I just started it. I used to teach. I'm an engineer. I grew up. I work with, I don't know if I can put ACCL. So just started that's right. I think I was like, okay. Sir, I will How do you guys think you're gonna send your parents to Wait, hold on. You guys need this question. Oh no, I know. Oh, I got it. Yeah, he's very smart. I'm like, no, but that's yeah, this is the energy of many days to my age. You're not doing everything at the same time. Well, I mean, he's very strong. Find out what you actually accept. Some of them are just spoiling them. No, you're right. You're right. I just think that we need to so, whatever you do, someone could do $90,000 a year for you to qualify. Is that a hundred? So that is the they were not shocking because they want to be on top of them, like very
And then even well.
Yeah, we got it closer. We gotta work smart and not hard.
Oh my gosh, she was so great. Yeah, yeah, she's amazing. Okay. Have an amazing school year. Okay. I remember you guys from here. Oh my god. I thought you guys were great. She's also the leader, but also meeting a whole bunch You're gone for a week, right? Safe travel, have fun.
I got my week off for
Okay, recovery time.
and then I don't get back till the high school going to the 26th.
All right, okay, end of the month.
Oh, it's mobile. This is mobile. This is part of your team. This is part of your team.
Someone's on.